storm just hit. Storm just hit. Storm just hit. Storm just hit. Like as in 5 seconds before we went live, tornado warnings have been going off. Boy, we are moving. Oh no, look at this. Put your seatbelt on. Uh-oh, chat's not going. Why ain't chat going? No chat? Boy, we are... Look at the rain. Look at the trees. Why don't we have chat? Oh, there. Okay, somebody's in chat. All right. I guess nobody else is. Oh well. So they just issued tornado warning, basically 8 miles from here, just as we went live. Because we looked at radar and we knew it was coming. So we decided to go live. You know, we always try to. What is today? June? So we figured we'd go live, see what it's gonna do. The wind kind of calmed down. They were also calling for 3/4 of an inch hail. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Or Robbie, I'm sorry. Well, we're dry. We're dry in the truck. You can see the wind blowing the rain around. Just as we went live, it was blowing the truck, bouncing around quite a bit, actually. I don't have a way to pull up radar. I don't know if radar's still showing it bad or still coming or what. I don't know. This isn't bad, but you can see the trees probably blowing around. Kinda, I don't know. But, you know, if there's anything exciting happening, we break into our regular programming. And Because you never know. You never know what might happen. Is there more coming? Anybody know? Because I can't pull up my radar now. Was that it? Was that it? All the tornado warnings we got. I don't hear any sirens. Oh, the worst isn't here yet? Do we have a weather app? I've been trying a couple of them, and it's like they're all such a pain in the butt to use. Somebody told me Weather Bug and Weather Channel. I think I have to refresh and tell it where I'm at. It won't follow me. Hey, look, it's a gossamer in there. So we will see what happens, if anything. You see the lightning, it's been thundering a little bit. What is velocity? Or velocity or whatever. AccuWeather? I'll have to try that. Well, we're bobtail, which means we'll get blown over easier. Let me see if I could pull up weather. Velocity is the wind's going away and into the storm. Okay. So, is the tornado anywhere near us? Y'all have to be my ears on this. Now it looks like it's just rain, but you know it could be the calm before the storm. Oh, we always stay safe. Ronald, how you doing? Walt, how you doing? Well, I'm gonna be disappointed if it's all over now. I don't think it's quite hit us yet, though, does it? Has it? Radar. Pulling up radar right now. It looks like it's still on its way. It looks like we've got just a little bit of a edge there. We'll see what the heavy-duty red does. Well, we got weather-wise. Okay, we'll have to check that out too. I have not heard any sirens yet. I have not. And you know, it's always nice to go live when something's happening. You never know when something could happen. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it, but this morning's drive through some heavy, nasty, heavy rain, that recording like disappeared. So tomorrow's premiere will only be from when we got the tire fixed to here. Jennifer, how you doing? April Showers, how you doing? So you never know. I figured we could always go live, and if nothing else, sit here and chat in the rain for a minute or two or three. You know what I mean? It's nice to see y'all. Just in case anybody was wondering, yes, Monday we did use one of our free hotel nights in downtown Cleveland. Had an awesome time. Holiday Inn was actually an 1800s bank building. And got tons of photos. Walked around, had a good time. Daquan Forehand, how you doing? Do we have a rain jacket or raincoat? Neither. I mean, yeah, hopefully we don't get hit by a tornado, but you never know. So I figured we always go live and chat if nothing else. Does that make sense? Yeah, I really enjoyed myself Monday night. 2 blocks away there was a Civil War monument and a city park with water fountain sprinklers that kids could play in, and Museum of Illusions. I didn't go in there because it was, by the time I got there, everybody was closing at 5. Nice coffee shop across the street, all that stuff. Yeah, we survived Hurricane Helene, you know. I wish that bright light wasn't on in front of us, but oh well. Yeah, that Hurricane Helene turned out to be quite the adventure, didn't it? Down power lines in front of us and all sorts of mess. So just to bring you up to date, we did have a flat tire on the trailer. Took them 4 hours to come out and fix it, but they did a good job fixing it. We dropped that trailer because our next load is preloaded like 11 o'clock tonight, and I'm not going to go anywhere at 11 o'clock at night, so we'll just pick it up tomorrow. It is a live unload 6:30 tomorrow. So yes, we had a nice breakfast. Pancakes, bacon and eggs, scrambled eggs and sausages and all that stuff. David, how you doing? Yeah, we've been through the back roads of North Carolina and stuff after that, and quite the mess. Asheville, downtown Asheville. So, Space Needle, how you doing? Wampus, how you doing? You just missed the potential storm, which is why we went live. Let me pull up radar. Is it all done? Neff, how you doing? Hey, Debbie, how you doing, wheelchair Debbie? So it looks like we're in the middle of the red and not much is happening right now. So, but a lot of rain coming up behind us. No telling, it could spark some more storms. I don't know. I'm not a storm chaser. Sometimes they follow us. Robbie, how you doing? Hal, how you doing, buddy? If I missed anybody, I apologize. Tornado warning canceled. Okay, cool. Good deal. Then we could just chat for a few minutes. What do you think? But like I said, right before I went live, we were rocking. This old bobtail was rocking on its shocks. Ryan, how you doing? Woohoo! We always have that bubble of protection around us. I know a lot of people don't believe in prayers, but I do. Absolutely. I mean, prayers count if you can go 2 million miles and not have any kind of accident. We're doing good, Ryan. You enjoying your summer? Yeah, truck was getting antsy, that was for sure. Bobtail in the blue comment. We'll pick up our trailer tomorrow. Space, how you doing? MT3, howdy, how are ya? Looks like it's just rain now. Good thing I walked across the street and got coffee. How you doing, Ronald? There's a Ronald McDonald store across the street. I am not a fan of Ronald McDonald's. For one, it's way too much money and you get nothing but a quarter-size hamburger. Not impressed with McDonald's or really any fast food. I got a truck full of my own food. Steaks and meatloafs and enchiladas and all the other good stuff. Good, Robbie. Good to hear. By the way, a week and a day or 2 or 3, we'll be broadcasting live from Belvedere Heritage Days. Free slushies for all the road crew that come visit us at the broadcast booth. We'll be doing a duck race. We have an entry in the parade this year. You ought to check that out. You got my coffee, safe in the truck, absolutely. Yeah, we tested some. We'll have to do some more playing with it. We've been actually moving pretty quick with the trips. That's why we posted 3 in a row on the website. We will probably, next time you see the 360, we will probably be doing a pre-show with the 360, and you'll be able to see downtown and the river and watch me and whoever comes up, LST, help me set up the camera, 18-foot camera crane. You'll watch the people, the city paint the squares, and watch me fiddle with the tent and all that good stuff. And then once we get all set up, probably 9 o'clock, we'll broadcast the regular live show. I bet there's still lots of... In fact, Belvedere had a lot of flooding today because of the rain and storms. Absolutely. Prayer request right there in chat for those that would like to do that. Absolutely. Multiple large trees and limbs down around the city. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. Well, it looks like we made it to the other side of the storm. I guess more rain's probably going to be for a while tonight. You never know. I mean, the storm turned out to be nothing for us this time, but you never know. We might turn the camera on one night and you might see us fly around the truck stop. You never know. Hopefully not, but hey, things happen. Over the years, we have gone through a lot of storms. I remember Las Vegas, New Mexico, not Nevada, but Las Vegas, New Mexico on the Backroads, before we had Starlink. So I don't think we actually had a signal, but we just got pummeled with hail, so much hail that it looked like snow on the ground. Missouri, we pulled over a couple times, waited out the storm, got back on the road, then saw 18-wheelers flipped over and all that mess, and we would have been right in the middle of that. So we do a very good job of staying out of the big stuff. So, you know, and it's all a matter of paying attention to your surroundings, using the old noggin you were given. Stay out of trouble. Don't go digging into it on purpose. Hey, you know what I mean? No, we won't be live tomorrow. We got to do our recording stuff. But we are still trying to work with people to work around that. For right now, we can't do much about it. But don't worry. You know, we've already talked about when we retire next September, we're going to be broadcasting live from the RV, taking you on live field trips around city and state and parks and downtown, and we'll be doing as much live broadcasting as we can. We plan to be out on the road 15 days a month. So I'm excited. Hey, we will actually be doing BigRigTravels the way we wanted to be doing it. Shoot, it ain't even blowing the trees around hardly anymore. Bummer. So where are we headed to? We are working on trip number 2. Pick up in Streetsboro tomorrow morning. About 2 miles away from where we are now. And we live unload tomorrow in York at 6:30 p.m. York, Pennsylvania. And then we turn around the next morning, reload in Lebanon, and then hightail it to Gary. Oh, you guys want to know something? You want to know something that is just going to make you mad? The trip that picks up in Lebanon after this delivery, the load that picks up in Lebanon, we are dropping it in Gary because we have to be in the area for Belvedere days. Guess where that trip finalizes? 2,600 miles away in LA, California. I was so frustrated that after a year and a half, we finally had a chance to go to California on a 2,600 mile trip, but it falls on Belvedere weekend. Basically, that's a bummer because, you know, we've been trying to get out west. And now that we have a trip, we can't do it. I was not happy. If it was a regular time off or doctor's appointment or whatever, we would have canceled everything and just gone straight to California. But Belvedere Heritage Days is too big of a commitment with the duck race that we help sponsor, and we sponsor Belvedere Heritage Days. We've got a lot of money and time, you know, all that stuff. So Belvedere Heritage Days has to take precedence. But I was like, you got to be kidding me. That was just, oh, how could you? How could you? I wanted to, but hey, Belvedere Heritage Days is important, so Oh well. Yeah, Gossamer just put up a link in chat, or you could go to our website. The ducks, you could buy the ducks for the race. They go to help support the Belvedere Lions Club. We're going to carry all day. The Belvedere Heritage Day schedule's on the website, BigRigTravels.com/Belvedere, or just look on the front page. So you can see the whole schedule. I don't think the duck race is on there, but the duck race will be 1:30 p.m. Well, we just talked about that, Ethan, and I know you were in chat when we talked about that the other day. We, as of right now, we can't broadcast in a commercial vehicle, but we will definitely be doing that a whole lot, both driving the back roads. One of the things we want to do is do US 20, the longest route, 3,300 miles from Boston to Oregon. And we want to broadcast that whole trip, as well as stop by every small town in between, take you guys, you know, with us, and bring Stitch and Harlow and let y'all meet them. And I got a couple other things planned that I don't want to let the bag out yet, or the cat out of the bag yet. 6 Quack, there you go. Not your birthday yet. When is your birthday? Another thing we want to do is there's like 25 submarines scattered throughout the country. You know, submarine museums. We want to visit those. We also want to make a trip out of going down and up the Florida coast, visiting every lighthouse. You know, all that good stuff. I mean, you guys have no earthly clue what I have planned. Let's just say my hands are tied driving a commercial vehicle due to schedule and timing and privacy of customers and things like that. But when I retire in my own vehicle, we have no limits. And you guys like the field trips? We'll be doing a whole lot of that, trust me. You're welcome, JHH. Sorry it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. I thought it was really gonna get hopping, but hey, blessing in disguise, you know. Hey, David, well then, when we do that trip, make sure you get your medallion. Yeah, we're gonna do 30. We're gonna do everything. I mean, my retirement is going to be spent running the country, doing everything that we wanted to do in the big truck but never had time or ability to. Happy birthday to you tomorrow. Wheelchair, thank you very much you've been with us for a long time. Yeah, at least it wasn't me taking cover. There you go, exactly right. So, somebody do a radar check. How are we looking? Everything blown over and no more rain, no more wind, no nothing? Bummer. One thing I want to do, of course, we wouldn't be able to do it live, but in the state of Washington, what is it, Vancouver or whatever, you hop on board there on the ferry, and you take the ferry up to Alaska, and then you take the train to the interior of Alaska. That's on my bucket list. Couldn't do that live, but you know, we definitely do a lot of recording for you. So I'm excited, if you can't tell. Oh yeah, Utah, absolutely. The back roads, everything. You guys have no earthly clue what we could do at 16 days on the road a month. So my hands won't be tied. We'll be able to bring in a whole new crew with the road crew people, RV folks, and traveling. Because remember, we made BigRigTravels not so much for the trucking industry, even though that's most people think we're only truck driving and broadcasting for the truck thing. No, trucking industry has been a byproduct. Our main goal is bringing America to you. You know, the big roads, the little roads, and everything in between. That's what BigRigTravels was made for from the very beginning. So, that's, yeah, we'll do the Northeast, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys have no earthly clue. So, storms are all gone now. Well, dang. Mount Shasta, I'm going to do everything. And you probably think, no, you can't. You're just blowing smoke. No, don't ever underestimate me. Food reviews, you take care. Lorna, how you doing? We would have ice cream tonight, but we have no ice cream because somebody ate more than their fair share. Oh well. Go to Hollywood. Yeah, all that good stuff. Hey, actually, we've got a couple broadcasts of San Francisco. Remember, I went one time to San Francisco when I first started truck driving. And then we didn't go to San Francisco for 15 years. And what was it? 2 years ago, we went twice in like 6 months. So you never know. You never know what BigRigTravels is going to bring for you. Ethan, we talked about this like 100 times. You got people that say there is no distraction laws and you can talk to chat and you can talk to people and you can play with your phone while you drive, you know, and whatever. But what somebody else does isn't my concern. You know that. We've talked about that like 100 times. So if other truckers want to broadcast, it's A-okay. Because other truckers speed through construction zones. Other truckers drive like total maniacs. Other truckers do this, that, and the other. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's the only way to do things. I just worry about myself. And like I said, we're doing what we can. Trust me, I want to be live. At this point in time, we cannot. So the best way to do it is retire after 2 million miles in 20 years, and then we'll be free to do anything we want. So, you know, that's it. Your bridge, your personal bridge, absolutely. Well, we have to do that, Bronco Willie. And that's the thing, too. Since I'll be doing camping and stuff like that, I know multiple road crew that do a lot of camping. Maybe we could work out where we go camping with the road crew and do a fireside broadcast. I've done that before. So, yeah, I see exponentially more broadcasting than what we've ever done before. More excitement, more field trips for the road crew, everything. Hey, JHH, you're very welcome. We do everything we can for you. Well, Ethan, we do what we can do. You've been around long enough to know that. Doesn't mean I agree with everything, you know, but hey, this is a company truck. I do work for a company. We got to follow their rules, and that's all there is to it. After September next year, we'll be on BigRigTravels time. So, you know, it is what it is. Doesn't matter what other truck broadcasters do. They are their own person. They run their own channel. They do their own thing, and that's perfectly fine. Just remember, this is the last thing I want to say about that. Remember all them people hooting and hollering and hate mail that I would get and stuff like that, and BigRigTravels is going to disappear and nobody's going to watch and your channel's going to go down to 5 subscribers. Which of those happened? In reality, none. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah, JHH, don't worry. We do the next best thing, which is the premieres. And come next September, all the chains holding BigRigTravels back will be released. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I probably mentioned this once or twice before. One of the things that I've wanted to do is a geocache, because I like doing geocache stuff, but I wanted to do a geocache across America while we were truck driving, but I didn't really pursue it because I'm going to have custom. Okay, we got our medallions, right? And you know those aren't cheap, but I'm going to make 500 geocache BigRigTravels medallions. Now, I never implemented my plan while truck driving because what are we going to do? Hide them in truck stops. How boring is that? But with us being an RV and all the state parks, city parks, downtown places and everything else, I will have the entire country to hide 500 geocache medallions. And we're going to call it BigRigTravels Geocache Across America. So we will, and if you find a geocache, we'll give you hints, you know, about where and what to look for and stuff like that. And we'll have a database, and when you find one, you pull up our website, enter the serial number on the medallion you found, and log your name or whatever. You know what I mean? Yes, the YouTube's still going to be the same. The website's going to be the same. All that good stuff. We'll post our trips. What we are going to do, we'll have the map. Things will be a little bit better than what they are now because the settings are going to be a little bit different. Does that make sense? So, what is volume is low? We're not speaking loud enough? No, not that kind of cash, Bronco. Valerie, how you doing? So, oh, we're going to be so much bigger than what we are now, Miss Gossamer. So you missed a big storm, Valerie, and all the good talk that we've been having. By the way, I would like to go camping with Valerie, and I don't know the details yet, but we may be doing a fireside live chat, camping out with Valerie and Ray and their people, if they allow me to bring the cameras to their campsite and have a Saturday. Well, Saturday night is fireworks, so it'd probably have to be Friday night, but Friday night's a foam party too, so I don't know. We'll have to figure out something, but maybe we could go up to Michigan and go camping same places that Ray and Val does. Val and Ray. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got tons of stuff up my sleeve for you guys. You'd have no clue. Well, you do have a clue because we tell you. But, and like somebody said, time will fly by. We'll be turning the truck in and start life in the RV. Does that make sense? YouTube videos will still be there. Everything will, you know, blogs will still be that, and whatever else. We'll just, you know, and we'll still post what we're doing. We'll still post the map. We'll still say, we're this trip we're going on US 20 from coast to coast. and you'll be able to follow us all the way along, map-wise, and we'll be able to post pictures, you know, all that good stuff. Because if somebody else is driving the RV, I'll have time to post pictures, you know, all that good stuff. I'm very limited in what I could do while driving a truck, but we have survived the last 18 years, and we won't have any chains restricting us next year. Does it make sense? We'll be able to do car shows and truck shows. We want to be able to go RV camping at EAA, set up the 360 camera, and do the tower cam above the RV and everything. Sault Ste. Marie, I want to broadcast across the Mackinac Bridge, the big walk there. Everything. You guys have no earthly clue what everything means. You know what I mean? All Things Harbor, how you doing, Miss Geocache? Can y'all hear the excitement in my voice? Sorry. I feel like a caged animal. For 18 years we've been caged, but we've been bringing what we could to you. And BigRigTravels is about to be let out of the cage. Okay, so maybe we could do the 26th. Do a campfire the 26th. What do you think? That way the 27th we could do the preps for the all-day broadcast and the parade. Friday night we could do the foam party and whatever, you know what I mean? Sunday or Saturday night is the fireworks show. So Canada, it's difficult to broadcast live because we can do it and we have done it before. However, you're very limited with international data streaming. So, you know. But anything could change. Anything could change. Maybe phone plans will change. Who knows? No, we're not going to do no Mexico stuff. Hadn't decided if I'm going to wrap the RV in BigRigTravels graphics or not. In a way, that sounds like a good idea. In another way, that would kind of maybe invite unnecessary attention. Does that make sense? You got to leave, MT, or you be careful. Be careful in the shower. Don't slip. But Stitch, I'll tell you this too. Stitch, when we do the RV, Stitch and Harlow will have their own blogs, which will have their videos of them exploring different parts of the country. And Stitch and Harlow will become a big part of the website. They'll have their very own blog. And videos and photos and things like that. Well, we're going to still be called BigRigTravels. That won't change. Love's grand opening tour. There you go. That could be too. We will be camping at Love's quite a bit. And I'll tell you one thing. For one, we could get Love's coffee. Two, all these years that we have been fueling at Love's, and we get like 2 cents back or 3 cents back per gallon, sometimes 4 cents back per gallon. We have been saving that. And I have been joking that that is our retirement fund. Let me tell you something. Most, or a lot of Loves have RV parks where you can hook up power and all this other stuff. We will be paying for our Loves stays with Loves points that we have been collecting for the last 15 years. So, you know, use magnets. Well, yeah, there you go. That could be. We used to have magnets on the side of our truck. 2 foot by 3 foot magnets on the doors. That created problems because we'd go to a shipper and the shipper would write BigRigTravels as the company name instead of the actual company name we work for. And of course we lost 3 of them in the rain, because apparently the rain could be forced between the door and the magnet. So I don't know, and those were $50 a pop. So, you know. Yeah, I hope Stitch doesn't eat the RV either. I think he's ate everything in the house, and that he's past that stage. So tons of stuff coming up down the pipe there, coming up in our future. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you excitable? Tons of good stuff. And we'll still hand out the road crew medallions. It'll be a lot easier for folks to meet us as well. We'll be able to do the back roads that the truck can't go. Starlink, we'll have Starlink up top. So we'll be able to broadcast using Starlink like we used to. All that good stuff. Yeah, we plan to visit all 58 states and broadcast from all 50 states, yes. Well, 48. 49, or however it works. So, you should see Stitch's toy box. There must be 50 toys in there, because each month he gets a box. He and Harlow get a box. It's called the Bork box. They get 5 treats every month, and old Harlow knows when her box shows up. So we open up the box. We let Stitch pick a toy, and we let Harlow pick a toy. So yeah, we will go to Rhode Island as well. We're going to be all over the place. I want to see where the Boston Tea Party was. Everything. We're going to go camping all over the place. Why? Because we'll be retired. And no schedule, no nothing. Does that make sense? About to lose control, and I think I like it. So, if you think BigRigTravels is going to disappear when we retire or get out of trucking, you'd be wrong, and you need to think the opposite. BigRigTravels has been chained in what we could do and how we can do things. But we've been making it work for 18 years. No other truck driver's been broadcasting this long. Nobody. We were the first ones to broadcast live from a moving truck. Believe it or not, so many people didn't believe we were actually live back then, because nobody else was doing it. So if we are smart enough to figure all that out and be the first pioneers in broadcasting trucking channels and stuff like that, I'm smart enough to continue and expand our channel beyond anything anybody ever thought. Doesn't that make you smile? Then we'll be able to talk about, do you remember when Steve sat in Streetsboro, Ohio, and we went here in the truck and we went there in the truck? Trucking will be a memory that we'll be able to share for 18 years. Does that make sense? 19 years. So, and actually, I don't know, I hadn't researched it that much, but I don't think there's any full-time big RV travel people like what we do with the truck. A lot of RVers record stuff, and I actually watched a couple RVers do live recording or live broadcasting while they walk through a certain area. And nothing against anybody else, but I was not really impressed. It's like the camera was on them instead of scenery, and they didn't really give anything. You know what I'm saying? Um, just to give you an idea, I want to, and I've already started planning a series of videos about Belvedere. You know, like 5-minute videos of Belvedere. One video will be a general how Belvedere, you know, came into being. Another one would be 5 minutes talking about the National Sewing Machine Company and the buildings that still exist, or the only corner that still exists, and intersperse it with photos from the past, from the museum, and everything, and talk about different little towns. Illinois is full of little towns. All across America is full of little towns. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people super saturate and cover Zion and Bryce and all the other big name stuff. And that's great. We'll be doing that. But I want to focus on the small town that maybe nobody's heard of. You know, I like going through the small downtowns. They have history that people don't notice or care about because nobody's taking the time to explore. Like Memphis, Texas, for example. You know, so much cool stuff. Yeah, 5-minute historic things. In one of them, we'll show you the first vehicle that was produced at Belvedere Chrysler Assembly Plant in 1965. The first car to roll off. And did you know, just a piece of side stuff, Belvedere National Sewing Machine Company made a car and toys and sewing machines and a bunch of other stuff. Most people don't think about that little stuff. So I'm excited. I love small town history too. Absolutely. Cadillac Ranch, yeah. Well, we did a live broadcast from Cadillac Ranch. Anybody remember watching that live when we did that? We took the cameras out there. There you go, Jennifer, absolutely. King of Prussia, there you go. See, there is history all over the country. And I want to bring as much of it to you as I possibly can. We broadcast from the decks of USS Alabama in Mobile. Anybody remember that? So we've done a lot. I don't know if we did a live broadcast from Cuervo, New Mexico or not. But yeah, we're going to do it all. We are going to do it all and more. Trust me. For those that doubt, you'll see. Space and Rocket Center, absolutely. Everything we can do, we're going to do. Free as a bird. And okay, I know. Because I've already started to get emails and messages about it. I know that, you know, because I don't know for whatever reason, but some people are already telling me that living in an RV is not as exciting as you might think it is. I've been living in a truck that is a whole lot smaller than an RV. And I'm surviving. And we have been 2 million miles on the road. We have been through breakdowns and flat tires. And we've been through the storms. And we've been through... So, doing it in an RV is kind of like what we've been doing for 20 years. So... And the way I look at it, if something happens while we're broadcasting, we'd bring you along. We would show you everything. So it's not like it's anything new. Two Old Man, how you doing? We need to go visit Two Old Man too. How you doing, Two Old Man? There you go. I get to stretch my legs out. You know, I know that tiny homes is a new fad and trend. I've been living in a tiny home for 18 years. 18 years. And the puppies, oh, yes, puppies. And I tell you right now, Stitch and Harlow already told me that they want to visit every Love's RV puppy park. Or Love's puppy park. Because every Love's has a puppy park. So, they want to visit every puppy park. So, Lady Stang, how you doing? So we got a whole bunch up our sleeves. Just hang in there a little bit longer. I have a good time here in the truck. I really do. I have no problem with it. I have no problem living life out on the road. The biggest drop, and you might think I'm blowing smoke or whatever, but I've said it before. The biggest drawback or problem for me driving a big rig across the country is we don't have time, or we don't have a way to stop at every stream or every trail that I see along the way. I'm serious. But with the RV, we will be able to. Foster App, how are ya? Let's roll, buddy. Let's do it. We can go camping with 2 old men too. Am I going to miss staying inside my truck? I'll have an RV. Why would you miss a closet when you're going to be having a whole house? Hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, I admit, we'll probably reminisce about the days of trucking and things that have happened. Yes, Love's does have RV sites. So, but, I mean, we'll be camping everywhere. But, yes, Love's has RV sites. We will probably stay at Love's RV sites to some of the places that we used to park the truck at. You never know. So, I'm excited. I feel like a kid. I really do. But it will be the ultimate of basically what our whole life has been practicing for. We've been through the radio and television broadcasting, photography. We'll bring back the photography. You know. Everything I could possibly do. Thank you, JHH. And the thing is, as long as the channel supports itself, that's my main goal. And the channel has supported itself for the last 15 years. If you notice, we're not running a channel to run a channel or to have subscribers. We're running a channel because I'm sharing my heart with you. I'm sharing my life with you. Because I have a ball with life, and I want to share that and extend that to those that choose to take part. Does that make sense? It will still be BigRigTravels because, I mean, we're not going to give up a name we've had for 18 years and, you know, Google likes us and knows us. We're not going to abandon that, no. Because a big RV is still a rig. You know what I mean? So. I have not seen the flag pictures. Where did you put them? I've not gone to Facebook tonight or nothing yet. So I guess the rain is like completely stopped now. Bummer. We'll be able to visit All Things Harbor too and finally get her. No, we did meet All Things Harbor. We'll be able to visit Wampus, and we'll be able to hide a geocache with BigRigSteve for All Things Harbor to find. All sorts of good stuff. How many miles on the truck officially? I tell you. $267,306. Taking North Georgia mountains, yeah. But I was talking about the year of geocache. Because we'll have to hide a geocache near you. Will this be a long watch party? I don't know. How long we've been broadcasting? See, we got 162 people right now watching us in a parking lot. Looking at a McDonald's. So that means 162 people are interested in what I've got to say. I think that's awesome. How long have we been broadcasting? Yes, Wampus, I've been actually thinking of how we could swing that. I forgot how we had people guess the 2 million miles. I guess, did we have a database and people wrote their guesses in there? I forgot. Yeah, I think that's what we did. I'll have to come up with something for the mileage. No, a couple glitch here and there, but I don't think there's a truck or vehicle made that's not going to have a glitch here and there. All the states, every state's a beautiful state. I love the northeast, or northwest though. Oregon and the trees and the mountains and Northern California and Arizona and the Backroads in Nevada. Yes, we will be RV camping and doing a live broadcast from Bannock State Park, Ghost Town. Oh, so awesome. Because I've been there before and that's very, very cool. Tool Man, how you doing? BRT what? All right, 1 hour. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't care for McDonald's. Okay, so 1 hour. I don't know. Did you guys appreciate the talk and the surprise storm show? Even though thankfully it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be, because truck was rocking and the trees were swaying when we decided to hit the live button. So dang, it's already 10:30. Hey, JHH, that means the world to me, and I very much appreciate you. Middle of the forest. Whoop, whoop. All right, so we'll go ahead and call it quits for today. Quick question from Space Needle. Is there a way to avoid tornadoes? Not really, because they come up. Obviously, if you see one, you don't want to keep driving to it. Some truck stops have storm shelters. It's just one of those, you have to use your brain according to what's available and where you are and what's going on, and it's nothing you can really plan for, because it's when you're driving, are you going to drive by a storm shelter? You know what I mean? It's no real way. What we've done, we watch the weather, and if we are driving and it looks pitch black and the truck is already swaying and we're getting tornado sirens, and yeah, we're gonna pull over. We've done that multiple times through Arkansas and Missouri, and you just use your head. You use the noggin that you were given. So yeah, that's a myth. A lot of people think that you should go under an overpass, and that actually makes it worse. So, all right, storm's already on their way to Pittsburgh, so I'm going to be on my way to bed, I think. Tomorrow's premiere is already uploaded. For some reason, we lost the video that we made this morning. So tomorrow's premiere will be, what, noon or something like that? And it will start after we got our tire fixed. So I don't know what happened to the video we recorded this morning. But we move on. You know what I mean? Valerie, are you getting excited? I'm getting excited. Maybe the 20... So you're camping the night of the 26th? Maybe we could do a fireside chat the 26th, maybe. Glad you enjoy the trips that we do, Leroy. Tomorrow will be a straight shot through Pennsylvania. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. live delivery. We'll be doing that. And then the next trip picks up the 20th up in Lebanon. That will carry to Gary because we're expected to take off the 24th or 25th. So we're getting close to Belvedere Heritage Days. So, all right, I'm going to leave you guys with my favorite song. You know what it is. And you guys are awesome, and I appreciate you guys. I hope you know that. You make the world of difference to me out here on the road. You really, really do. So here's our song, and then we'll call it quits for tonight, and we'll chat live with you next time. You got the premiere tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget. You guys are awesome, and I love you. I mean that.
Rolling down the highway under the wide open sky, and Big Rig's trucking, waving every passerby. And with the very best road crew, we're paving the way. Gossamer and Mystic, that's how we play. All things Harbor's got the vibe so right. John Twin 59, star shining so bright. Together we're a family on this endless ride. With BigRigTravels, you'll be filled with pride. Come join the road crew, feel the freedom of the road. With truck stop watch parties, let's lighten the load. 360-degree tower cam, capturing it all. BigRigTravels, we're having a ball. And from coast to coast, we share the thrill. Come along with us, we'll climb every hill. And we send through the mountains, under skies so blue. Sharing stories, laughs is what we love to do. In every stop, a new adventure. See what's around. In this trucking family, love and friendship abound. With all the moderators, they keep the peace. Creating a place where good times never cease. From the open highways to the hometown charts, Big Rig's got the rhythm. Let's spread our arms. Come join the road crew, feel the freedom of the road. With trucks out, watch parties, let's lighten the load. 360-degree tower cam, capturing it all. BigRigTravels, we're having a ball. And from coast to coast, we'll share the thrill. Come along with us, we'll climb every hill. Climb every hill. Climb every hill. So grab your gear, let's hit the track. Join us on this journey, there's no looking back. BigRigSteve leading, we're bound for success. In this trucking life, we're truly blessed. Come join the road crew, feel the freedom of the road. With truck stop watch parties, let's lighten the load. 360-degree tower cam, capturing it all. BigRigTravels, we're having a ball. And from coast to coast, we'll share the thrill. Come along with us,
Woohoo! All right, we will see you guys next time. You guys are important to me and I appreciate you.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.